A kid's view of Minion Blast, the taste of terror.
The music of IOA is back.
And are you ready to stare and scream?
This is episode 573 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for today. So happy to be here because we are 11 days from my favorite event ever. So anything I can do to get with my favorite UUOP people and chat, anything Universal is just pumping me up right now. So with me today, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
And Chris.
We will pump you up.
Yes. And I have the gorgeous and lovely and super brave Laura Cooper.
Wow, thank you. That was a very Tracy-esque introduction. I
Why
appreciate
is she
it.
brave?
I tried because they're doing their first time at HHN.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant because she's here with Lee.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
That too, but no, I'm so proud of them for giving it a shot.
You might regret that statement in 11 days' time.
Nah.
Well, I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot. I think I'm the least afraid of the three of us. I know I am. I'm
Really?
definitely the least
I
afraid.
love how Brian's probably the most afraid out of the three.
Oh, yeah. Zine is like complete. Zine can't be bothered. Actually, I guess he's the least afraid because he doesn't even have anything he's afraid of there.
I was
so.
going to say, after the conversation that I had on your podcast yesterday, I would have put you as the most scared.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Well, don't trust me. It'll be documented for all eternity, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I cannot wait.
We're all wearing body cams.
I have to say I'm a bit bummed that they're going in before they go in with us.
They're not doing houses, though. They're not doing houses. We've had a whole conversation. They're only doing scare zones and food, so we're keeping the houses for Sunday night.
All
Wait,
right.
What do you mean they're going in before?
Saturday night.
We're going to Halloween Horror Nights on Saturday night with Zine and his friend Maddie. And then we'll go to the RIP tour with y'all on Sunday night.
But you're not doing houses Saturday?
No.
Well,
No, don't you dare.
Brian made an agreement with Lee that we would not, but I have not agreed to that agreement. I didn't sign anything. My baby is going to be going in houses, my little one. So I feel like
She's got to protect him.
Disgusting.
yeah, I need to
He doesn't need protecting.
have my shoulder to cry on.
He's fine. My daughter's been going since she was 10.
The conversation I had with Zine, I don't think you need to worry about him. I think he'd be more worried about you.
I know. It's the way like that with this whole trip. I'm like, are they going to be okay without us here and there? And they're like, yeah, we're going to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what you're doing.
Totally fine. Can't wait. It's going to be the best weekend ever. All right. Although I'm loving that Laura is here and she's always welcome here, I am super excited that my pal Tracy will be back very soon.
Yeah. The estrogen levels and testosterone levels are equalizing right now. We have 2 and 2, so we're getting ready for her back.
She's on her way back right now.
I do miss my Tracy.
You're not the only one.
It's been cool to listen to your podcast with all of these guest appearances, but at the same time, like that 1/4 of the show is just missing because Tracy needs to be in it.
She's the staple, isn't she? She's the one that's been there with me right from the start, so
she is.
She'll be back.
I love me some Tracy, and as of the time of recording, she is flying in the sky, as Lee said, somewhere between South Korea and Dubai.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
She's like in a little Indiana Jones map right now.
Exactly.
I think what I love the most is that we're actually going to see her before we record again.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you will.
Interesting way to look at that.
Yeah, I said the next
That's
time,
so cool.
the next time anyone hears her live on the podcast, like with me or anyone else, we will be at Universal.
Aw, I can't wait to hug you guys.
So I might cry. I'm an emotional mess
You
right
might
now.
cry.
I didn't.
Right.
To be fair, I didn't much at the
lying to you
weekend,
there?
and it was Alexa's fault last time. I'm blaming her.
No, but you didn't cry until the end last time. You're going to cry at the beginning this time.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the goal.
For sure. Well, let's start off this week's episode since we do have Laura here. Let's start off. Laura, would you like to introduce yourself real quickly and tell us your favorite Universal Orlando park, ride, and food item?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Laura. I'm Laura of the Universal Family Podcast that we started about a year ago just kind of because we started listening to your all's podcast and loved it, and we thought we could do something somewhat like that. What we didn't really imagine is that we would have end up developing all these friends, like in you guys and others of people who listen to that podcast. So it's been amazing. I live in West Virginia, and my family and I have been going to Universal since Brian and I started dating back in 1997, I guess.
Wow, you put up with Brian a long time, Laura.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yes. So my favorite Universal Orlando park has to be Islands of Adventure, because that was like Brian and I went there together, and it was just it was amazing from the very beginning. And my favorite ride is Spider-Man.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I have a lot of favorite rides, and I was tempted to say others, but that one is not only nostalgic and wonderful, but it was like game changer when it came out. So I have to respect it for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've ridden it maybe hundreds of times now. So it's like, it's not as exciting as it used to be, but I remember what it was like. And my favorite item to eat in the park is honestly the pizza tots from Green Eggs and Ham. Like, I freaking love those. And I hear that there are pizza fries at HHN, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Laura, I'm very disappointed in you right now. Because of the fact
lay it on me, Lee.
Because of the fact that she said it on your podcast, why you never said pretzel right there as your favorite item is very disappointing.
It is untrue.
No, I know it was untrue for Alexa as well, but it didn't stop
Pretzels
her saying
it. Pretzels are as meh as you could get. I could get a pretzel, I could walk down the street and get a pretzel exactly like the one I'd get at Universal, so I could never put that as my list.
Crying in the car while listening.
Sorry, Alexa, love you. I'll make it up to you.
That's hilarious. Awesome. Well, welcome to the crew.
Thank
Laura. I will be nice to you. I can't vouch for the other two, so.
I can't guarantee
Thank you,
that.
Michelle.
But I got your back. So let's hop into some little things with Seth, as usual.
This is Seth Gabursky, co-author of The Unofficial Guides, back with a look at all the little things new around the Universal Orlando Resort for late August of 2023. And we're going to start off with the great news that the turnstile reconstruction at the front of Universal Studios Florida is nearly complete.
Woo!
There's just one small final section by the exits, and then the turnstiles of both parks will have been completely redone with the new ticket scanning devices, which seem to be a little faster at reading fingerprints, though still not as quick as Magic Bands over at Disney. Also near the front of Universal Studios Florida, you'll notice that the taxi cab is missing. Cabby is still around, but his vehicle is off for refurb right now. Of course, the biggest news recently was last week's grand opening of Minion Blast. I was there for the opening day of VillainCon and a little disappointed to see absolutely no grand opening ceremonies for the general public, but I was happy to see that Express is open, including free Express for us Premier Annual Pass holders after 4 p.m., and the integration with Universal smartphone app and the new attraction is now working, sort of. I've had about a 50% success rate getting it to successfully sync with my gun. And even when I do manage to pair it, some of the achievements I know I've picked up during the ride never quite show up. However, I'm going to keep trying, and if you're at the park, check out the leaderboard in the exit of the attraction, or look up the daily high scores in the app, and look for the unofficial guides. Elsewhere in Universal Studios Florida, looks like the paving projects around the Simpson attraction have finally wrapped up. But right around the corner, the big marquee sign for the Men in Black attraction is getting a major rebuild. I was also happy to see that they have brought back the immigration tours at Men in Black, at least intermittently on days when staffing is available. And of course, Halloween is rapidly approaching, and there are signs of Halloween Horror Nights all over Universal Studios Florida. A big lighting rig has been built near the entrance of the park. There are bats hanging from the trees in the Central Park area, and preparations seem underway for the tribute store going into New York. If you really can't wait for Halloween and want to get a little preview, Universal is doing Taste of Terror preview dining events in the soundstage behind the New York area on select nights, and they've just lowered the price on those. I thought the original price at $160 was way too high, but now with an annual pass, you can get it for just a little over $111, which could be a good deal if you take full advantage of the alcohol samples. Chris. You can also get your face put on the cover of a Tribute to Terror personalized comic book. These comics are going to be displayed in the Halloween Tribute store and then will be delivered to you after the event. Check with the Five and Dime or the All Hallows store in IOA for more information. And you can also check with those same locations for Little Boo preview merchandise, which is already hitting shelves now. Okay, let's hop on the Hogwarts Express train for some IOA updates. First of all, you won't be able to hop on the Hogwarts Express train from December 10th through the 16th. Mark your calendars because they've just set a refurbishment for that week. There's also an ongoing refurbishment at the High in the Sky Seuss trolley ride. Track A is going to be closed all the way through January 15th of 2024, which means that ride will operate at half capacity for the rest of the year. And we'll wrap things up with a little look at Volcano Bay. I did my first Volcano Bay early entry visit of this summer season recently and noticed a few changes to operations. Now only hotel guests are being allowed to the entrance of the park during the early entry hour. If you're a day guest not eligible for early entry, they are going to hold you at the parking garage, with the first busload of day guests not sent over to Volcano Bay until about 15 minutes before the park opens officially. If you are lucky enough to have early entry access, make sure you don't make a left-hand turn as you are entering the park. They don't put up any signage to let you know that not only are the attractions on the left-hand side of the park not running during the early entry morning, but they also shut off the pathways just past the Oh Yeah and Oh No drop slides, forcing you to go the long way around the park if you want to make it over to the Krakatoa water coaster. And the saddest news of all from Volcano Bay, it seems that as of last month, they are no longer serving Vol's Fire Punch at any of the bars in the park, which is a shame because that was the only signature mixed drink in the park that was not overly sweet. All right, that will wrap it up for this time. As always, you can find me and the unofficial guide to Universal Orlando at theunofficialguides.com. And until next time, I'll be out at the Universal Parks, keeping an eye on all those little things for you.
That'll be the last time we hear from Seth for a while, actually.
Oh, why is that?
Because I don't think we're recording for about 3 or 4 weeks now. So the one we're recording after this, our Halloween Horror Nights house hype list will come out the day we fly. Then there'll be an episode come out the Tuesday after that I've already recorded with someone. Let's just leave it at that. Then the episode that will come out after we get back home will be our usual in-park audio recorded thing.
Gotcha.
So then it'll be like after that. So, yeah.
So all I'm hearing is you're giving me and Michelle like 4 weeks PTO. Is that what we're saying?
I mean,
PTO.
If that's what you want it as.
I have a question about the little things. What the heck is Lil Boo?
Oh.
Am I supposed to know that?
So we should save the Halloween Horror Nights talk for later, but I think we can talk about Lil Boo right now. That merch, I may spend so much money this year.
Wait, let's answer her question
Is it cute?
first. Lil Boo is a tiny little pumpkin that was part of a house 2 years ago. Right?
Yeah, the Wicked Growth House.
The Wicked Growth House. And it was just a random pumpkin that was there that was
it cuter than all the other pumpkins?
Yes.
Adorable. He has a little winky eye.
You got your phone or something there. Look it up real fast.
Yeah, I'm just going to find a link for you and send you it.
All right, I'll look up Lil Boo.
Yeah.
And the father of Little Boo, or the person who found him, is actually a listener of this show as well.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of ours.
Very
so
good
Lil Boo just took off. Like it was totally a fan thing that Universal.
His eyes are so big.
Yeah. So Universal just like picked up on it because the fans were so into this. And now he's just like a thing. He's like an HHN icon at this point.
And so like when they had, it wasn't the Pumpkin Lord's son, but I think a lot of people said that.
I've never heard that.
Man, I think I'm going to carve him for Halloween.
So cute.
I had the plan of needing a new mug for work, so I wanted to see you in the fog because I quite like it. And then I saw the Lil Boo mug that came out last week, and I'm like, oh, it's too good for work, but I really want one. I don't need another mug for home. It's so cool. The merch this year looks
very good.
Amazing. Yeah, it really does.
Lee, you saw that the picture of the MIB sign, right?
I did, yes. I sent it. I think I posted it. The one you sent me, I posted it on our Instagram today.
It's a pretty big refurb.
It's good. It's good to see it's getting some TLC. I'd like the ride to get some TLC.
Yes, that's what I'm happy they're actually refurbing it instead of scrapping it, because I know we've talked about it for a long time now. You know, is that on the chopping block at some point? So it doesn't sound like it is.
No, I still think it is.
To be fair,
Poseidon's Fury.
Yep.
The thing is, with Men in Black, we know the issues with the ride are the company that made the whole system for it don't exist anymore. So as far as getting it refurbed, there's no one can do it, and that's why it hasn't had any TLC.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody could figure out how to do it.
Yeah, but Universal. So what you're looking at is getting someone else who didn't work on it, who will want a lot more money to work on something that they didn't do, and Universal probably won't want to spend that money on it. That's probably where the issue is right now.
I wish they would just like do it with a whole new system. Same ride.
Yeah, they won't spend that money on it though. That's the thing. They're not an attraction as old as that. Yeah,
that's a good point. They'll probably not even work on that. They'll have them to like retroactively put in some other kind of system in there, and that's going to cost big bucks.
Exactly.
It's such a popular attraction, though.
It is,
you know?
And it goes down
Poseidon's
a lot.
Fury. Poseidon's Fury's been there a long time, but it wasn't like I wouldn't say it was as popular as MIB is.
Yeah, I would say like MIB isn't like as canon as like ET is, but it's close. And I wish that it could have the kind of backing that would protect it like ET seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and even without, if you're not a Men in Black fan, or even these days, you know, kids don't even know the movies probably, but it's still a fun ride, even if you don't know the franchise.
Yeah, that's a great shooter.
Yeah.
My kids know that movie so well, and we basically only watched Universal movies every time we drove down there. So they were always watching like on repeat every Universal movie we had.
Good job.
They just came on Amazon Prime like a month or so ago, so I watched all three of them back to back. They still all hold up really well.
They're all really
they
do.
Good.
They're funny.
Minion Blast, I just want to say, a lot smoother.
Good.
Yeah, they had to have like amped up the hardware on the back end because there was still the same amount of people going through, but it didn't have that like intense lag and jitter. So it's a good thing. Calibration on the guns are still off by a bit, but we'll see if they can fix that.
No one explained to me that those guns look like a sex toy, by the way.
Yeah, that was
What?
the basis for it.
So Madeline sent me an Instagram. She tagged us in an Instagram story of her. She called herself UUOP something or whatever it is on it. And she sent me, and I was like, it took me a while to realize what it actually was. She'd sent me a picture. I was like, oh, that's not what I thought that was. Yeah, it looks
Dude, you're
like
looking into some really advanced sex toys. Let me say, because that
a light
gun
up
is
end.
pretty
Oh
cool.
no! If you, I won't. It won't be there now because it was a story. It disappeared. But the angle that she took, it was like a light up. It looked like ET's finger, but bigger.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Off of that train track.
Because I think that tribute store comic book thing, if I had the money, I'd do it. And I think Hunter, who used to be on the show, I'm sure he got it done. And it looks pretty awesome.
Well, I did it this year.
Oh no, is this another expensive thing you can buy from the tribute store?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that you have.
Don't tell Brian about it.
Chris, have you actually seen yours?
Really cool. Yeah, no, we just signed up for it on Sunday.
Have you seen it though? Like, have you actually got have you seen the comic book?
There's 4 covers that you get to pick from. All super cool. They all look very retro. 2 of the covers you can only put one person on. The other 2 you can put 2 or more. So, and the other cool thing, obviously, it's the cover that will go inside the tribute store.
Yeah.
But the guy was telling me that when the event is over, they don't just ship you a cover. They're going to ship you an entire comic book.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's an actual story. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's an original story or something. but it's a full comic book, and you will be on the cover of that comic book.
And
So
how
I'm
much
like,
was that?
Hell yes. 89.
That's not
I
bad.
don't think it's the worst thing in the
No.
world. I think that they've brought their prices down because
Yes.
they're putting a lot more in there, which I like because it gives a lot more opportunities for people to do this. Because if you remember when they first started doing these things in the tribute store, it was like a small portion and it got sold out immediately because every vlogger bought it.
Yeah.
So
And they
now
were like
a lot
150
more.
or something.
Oh, it was over $100.
Yeah.
So a lot more normies can do it now.
Cool. I might have a look at that.
That's cool. So they finished the paving at Simpsons just in time for Stay and Scream, huh?
Yes, perfect. Yeah, I suppose we should mention that. We'll mention it later. I think that's the yeah.
But then the Hogwarts Express is going down just in time for me to arrive for my holidays trip.
Okay.
Yay.
Did he say when the Zeus trolley was going? I know he said it was going through the end of January, but did he say when it was actually starting?
Oh, they said the rest of the year, like this year.
So from
Well, it's only one train, right?
yeah, but that's gonna that
A-line.
the wait times for that are pretty bad normally.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
So
Do we know which one the A line is? Is that the one that goes through Circus McGurkus or the other one?
I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun one.
Do we know which
not
one
know.
is down? Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I wouldn't know which one's which.
Tracy would, but she's not here.
I bet she
Sure.
doesn't.
Oh,
I bet she doesn't know which one.
Volcano Bay.
Okay.
A little jaded right now at them. But
Really?
yeah, it was our first time going back since we got rid of it 2 or 3 years ago, and it wasn't great.
Okay.
Didn't do
Why?
a single ride.
so you
Really?
added it back to your pass this year? Is that what you're saying, Chris?
Yeah. We upped it back up because we had it up until 2020, and we did one trip then, and it was like height pandemic, and it was just bad. So we're like, we'll just drop it until things chill off a bit, and we got it back. But man, I don't know what has changed because we went in there and like Jill was telling us, like, you got to just immediately go to Krakatoa, buzz in because it's going to be the highest wait. It's going to be a couple hours. Get there, buzz in. It says 280 minutes, right?
Wow.
So 200. Wait, it gets better. 280 minutes. Okay, cool. You buzz in. Obviously, you can't buzz anything else because you'll lose that. Everything else was over 100 minutes, right?
Jesus.
And then I'm like, all right, all good. Go to the bar, grab a drink, checking the time, not moving much. Did some lazy river. 2 hours later, I go to check it. And I'm like, this can't be right because now I'm at 300 minutes. 2 hours later.
Wow.
On the watch,
Wow.
yeah. And I go back to the guy and he's like, mind you, I buzzed in before 2:00, right? And I go to the guy and go, I think my watch may be broken because like it says like there's 15 more minutes. So I either time traveled or something happened. And he's like, no. They sometimes do that. Just come back at 6:45. Okay.
Okay.
And later on, I wait another 2 hours. The ride went down a little bit, came back up. I'm still at 270 minutes or something like that. I just ended up leaving the park. I was so frustrated. Went inside the water, like did all that stuff. Like that was all great. But I don't know.
No rides.
I don't know. Yeah, no rides. And
It was the height of like summer and freaking hot.
I will give them that. The only thing is like we kind of planned it based off of that weekend because school in Florida for the most part was either in or going in like today. And that usually helps out with crowds because like the families won't go to the parks and it's usually lighter, which Studios and Islands of Adventure were empty. But Volcano Bay was just slammed.
Huh.
Wow. Okay.
And it wasn't even capacity too, which was
I'm glad
terrifying.
I don't go.
Yeah. I'll go again. Obviously have to, but yeah, hopefully it's different.
I mean, you don't
It's
have
been a long
to.
time since I've been there too, but I've never gone when it was like unbearably busy.
That's the benefit of being from up north. You can go down, and I could go out in January and
Yep.
be totally happy to be in the water.
Yes,
Yep.
you got exactly like us. No, doesn't work that way.
We've done Blizzard Beach in like November, and it was like, yeah, you can tell where everyone's from when the water, like even all the cast members were around the lazy river in like fleeces and hats and scarves, and there's us like, oh, this is lovely.
Dude, come down to South Florida in like January, February. Everybody in the beach is from Canada. Everybody.
Yeah.
Canada.
Snowbirds.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. Well, shall we move on to talk a little bit more about, well, let's hear from a very special member talking about VillainCon Minion Blast. So
I bet I know who this is.
It's funny.
I've
been wondering.
I cannot wait. This is going to be the best ever. So now that VillainCon Minion Blast has officially opened, we have a special review from a younger member of our audience. So over to them.
I was tempted to leave the unedited version in. I am putting together a clips episode of outtakes at the end of the show that will for the end of the year, or maybe next year, whatever. But there was a section in this. I was crying, laughing. That's all I will say.
We
It was
can't have
hilarious. No, I cut it out.
Hello, UUOP. This is Jillian. I am bringing you a special VillainCon Minion Blast update. I have with me here my 4-year-old son,
Noah.
and he's going to tell you all about kids' perspective about the new ride. Noah, what did you think?
Great.
Great.
Yeah. I like that we have to shoot our cannons at the villains. I shooted the minions.
You shot a minion?
Yeah.
Oh. Was it Bob?
I think it was Bob.
No.
Is Bob a good guy?
Yeah. All the minions are good guys.
Oh.
Did you like the gun that you had?
Yes.
Tell me about the gun. What was it like?
It was colorful when the button is playing.
Yeah.
And then in the screen there's lasers.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the ride?
Well, I really like seeing Scarlet Overkill.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Where did you see her?
At the end of the ride.
Oh, she was there.
Yes.
No, important
His little
distinction.
voice.
Do you think it's a ride since you stand up the whole time?
It sounds like a ride to me.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like a ride to me. A standing up ride.
Oh, it's just a kind of special ride that you stand up.
Yes. It's like just a special ride.
Did you think it was hard to have to lift up your gun to shoot the screens, or was it easy?
It was easy.
Was the gun heavy, or was it light?
It was light. I shooted my cannon away from my hands.
Were you pulling the trigger on the gun?
Yes.
Was that easy to do?
Nope.
No.
It was hard. At the first time I had to pull the trigger, I had to reach really far.
Yeah, it's kind of far away from your hand, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to reach really far.
Did you feel like you had to lift up your gun really high to reach the screens, or did you feel like it was right in front of you?
I felt like it's right in front of me.
Did you look around at anything else that wasn't on the screen, or did you see all the other stuff in the rooms?
Yes.
What did you see?
I saw the little plug and stuff.
The little plug-in stuff?
Yeah.
What other characters do you remember from the ride? Anybody else you recognized?
I don't know anybody in that ride except Scarlet Overkill.
Did you like the line?
The line?
The waiting in the line?
Oh yeah, I loved waiting in line.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the video simulation.
Well, so what do you think overall? Do you think that it's a ride that people should go on?
Sure.
Do you think that it's a ride that kids should go on?
Sure.
Even little kids?
Yeah, sure.
You think they'll have fun?
Eating babies.
You think babies could go on this ride?
Unless they can stand upright.
That's you hit the nail on the head. That's the rules. You have to be able to stand on your own. Did you stand on your dot the whole time?
Well, something made me dizzy, and then I lost track of my circle and fell a little off of it.
Oh, yeah?
Fell off of it.
Mommy was moving all over. It's hard to stay on one little circle.
I was moving all over at the all ride. I was moving all around.
All right, so this ride comes with a NOAA stamp of approval?
Yes, I knew you were going to say that.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, well, do you want to say goodbye to everybody on the podcast?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh my God.
Noah's voice
Melted.
is the best. And Jillian, what a great interviewer she is.
Wait till you hear that outtake. Oh, like I had to edit that down quite a lot. And there's one bit in the middle. Oh, he just goes, she asks him, I can't remember what question it is, and he just goes, this is not a good podcast. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's just like, we're not even talking about anything.
Yeah. He's wanting to edit her content. He's like, no, this is not going to make for good material,
It
Mom.
was funny.
Oh my God, that was the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Man.
What a great idea, Jillian.
He was using the
Before it's-
regular gun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said that he could see his laser like light up on his hands and stuff. Oh my God, Noah's the best.
Well, that means you can't fool a 4-year-old with the little kid gun. So what age kid do you have to? I mean, like if Noah knows to look at his hand to look for the laser, that means, little kids know.
I would probably think anybody under the age of 3 could use the little gun.
Just tape it to their hands.
I need to do it myself to judge how heavy these guns actually are. That's my issue right now. Like everyone's talking about, we've heard a ton of like reviews. It's heavy, it's not heavy. It's until you actually get hold of it yourself, you can't really judge it, can you? Really?
It's not the weight of the gun. I don't think that's the problem. The problem you're going to run into is how competitive you are, which I know you are.
Very.
And you're going to want to shoot, right?
Yeah.
So Men in Black, you hold the trigger down, you're fine. It's the repetitive motion of clicking the trigger back to back to back to back, and it actually keeps up with extremely fast trigger pulls. So if you're used to like Metal Gear Solid and different games where you gotta, hit the button super fast to get out of a situation, like it will respond to that. So if you start doing that, that's when you're gonna feel it in your arm hurting.
Look, I'll ride Toy Story Midway Mania, and that thing cripples my arms by the end of it. So I'm I'll say used to it.
I think this one's worse than that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because that one you're not holding anything.
True.
So this one you have to hold.
Yeah.
And trigger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. We shall see. It's not long. 8 days.
8 days.
So exciting. Oh my God. Excellent. All right. Well, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Jillian and Noah. You guys rock. Let's move the podcast along with some good news from Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, so Universal recently paid attention to their fans by releasing the Islands of Adventure soundtrack on YouTube. The soundtrack hasn't been commercially available since the early 2000s, but now you can listen to it wherever you can access YouTube. But we're also hearing that they may be releasing it on CD as well.
Can I humble brag? This news wasn't news. I didn't care. I couldn't have cared less. I'm like, I've got the CD. I've had it for like 18, 19 years at this point. I don't care.
Well, Brian told me that when it came out, he got all excited and then he went to look at it and he was like, it's just on YouTube. Like it's already been available on YouTube, just not from Universal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's been out there for years. And I think they even went after people that had it out.
Really?
If you go on Spotify, so if you go on Spotify, there was an actual Spotify playlist that somebody uploaded, individual tracks. It's like everything you'd want, all gone. Like it's blanked out.
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm so glad I picked the CD up when we were over in 2005. That shows you how big a Universal fan that I was even that early on. That I was like, I need that CD.
I hope they release the CD. I'd love to buy it because the one I have in my watch list on eBay is at $250.
Wow.
I'm not going to pay that.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I would like to buy the CD too if it was available for a reasonable normal price. What were they, like $15 back in the day?
Yeah, I
and then
think
they became
that's what
like
I paid
25.
for it. Yeah.
See, I would pay good money if they did a vinyl. Very good money.
I'd like to get the CD, but I want it to be in that big like plastic thing that they used to sell CDs in back when they were very stealable in the record stores. Remember they put it in that big plastic. Maybe you don't remember, Chris.
Like the security thing?
Yeah, like that big plastic thing
Oh,
that you
yeah.
had to cut it out of.
Yeah.
How would I not remember that?
It's huge.
I don't know how young you are.
They had to like use a special device to like
Yes.
take it off.
them.
Yeah.
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 I used to work at Circuit City, all right, guys?
Hey, don't say guys. It was her that had a go at you, not me.
Well, not guys in general.
Or-
Like
Laura's on it tonight. She's having a go at everyone.
I am not.
Well, you started this, Lee.
I always start it. Let's finish it then.
Thank you.
For anyone who is interested and you're a relatively new listener to the podcast, we have interviewed 2 of the composers that worked on that CD. If you go back to episode 28, which I think was our year anniversary episode, we interviewed William Kidd, who did most of the work on that CD, like a lot of the port of entry stuff, the Zeus Landing stuff, and some Lost Continent stuff. It still stands as one of my favorite interviews we've ever done. It was amazing. And then back on episode 190, we interviewed Howard Drossin, who was the guy that did all the Marvel stuff. And that's a weird one because he's never visited the parks. He composed the music and like recorded the music for Marvel Superhero Island, but has never actually visited to see it in place.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Strange.
28. That was a long time ago.
Tell me about it.
I have to say, as a UUOP fan, that episode 28, that is, in fact, the year anniversary episode, is incredible. Like, when I was very first listening to you guys, I listened to that one, and I was like, this is amazing. And then I was like, Brian, you have to listen to this. And I've probably listened to it like 3 times. It's great.
How cool.
I mean, that guy talking about his craft, like, he was so into it, and he had such a memory about every story. I didn't realize that it was going to be such a great way to learn the stories of the islands, from the composer.
When you consider it had been like 20 years since he did that, and he talked about it like it was yesterday. Yeah, he was.
That's awesome.
He was awesome. He really was.
Cool. All right. Well, shall we go on with some birthdays, producer club birthdays?
Yeah, I finally cocked up.
Well, we knew it was coming.
All right. Well, Lee, as always, missed producer club birthdays.
To be fair,
they're contributors to the podcast. So we have on, and I'm not good with these extra words that Tracy likes using, but on August 9th, we have the
I think they're called adjectives.
Yeah.
Superlatives.
Never did good in English class either, so.
The beautiful.
We have the illustrious. No. Gabe Montoya.
Happy birthday,
Gabe.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gabe.
And on August 10th, we have, everybody knows on the podcast, we just heard her awesome little son, Noah. But we have Jillian Dunn on August 10th. Happy birthday, Jillian.
Happy birthday, Jillian.
Oh,
happy birthday, Jillian.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. And on August 11th, we have the... God, I wish Tracy
amazing. It's there. Just amazing.
The amazing, fantabulous Andy DeGenova. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on August 18th, we had the Mr. Little Things, Seth Kapersky. Happy birthday, Seth.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I have a reason for
now,
missing them.
Let's hear some more birthdays from the lovely Tracy.
Right, let's get some birthdays done. Oh, we are straddling 2 months here, August and September.
That's what
we are going to kick off with the 22nd, which is the amazing Kyle Plunkett's birthday. Oh, I love this guy. Happy birthday, Kyle. I hope you have a good one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Feliz cumpleaños, buddy.
And then August the 23rd, we have the amazing Josh Davis' birthday. Happy birthday, Josh. I hope you have a good one too.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
September the 4th, it is the gorgeous Lianne Lessard's birthday. Have a great birthday, Lianne. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Lianne.
Laura's trying to get in there before Chris.
And then on September the 12th, we have twins. We have, sweet person. We have the gorgeous and charming Kelly Wood's birthday. Happy birthday, Kelly.
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 And also on that day, it is the amazing and gorgeous Dave Lewis's birthday. Happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday, Dave.
We met him last year.
And then the 14th, we have great hugger, great guy. Love him. We have the very charming and very interesting, actually. He's very interesting. And the lovely Adam Phillips' birthday. Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
It's like a race between Chris and Laura who gets in first. It's funny.
I'm being a gentleman right now.
And last but by no means least, on September the 18th, we have, I know, I'm all, it's because I'm on the other side of the world. I've got really girly. It is the lovely and the gorgeous Shauna Roberts' birthday. Happy birthday, Shauna.
Happy birthday, Shauna.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you get spoiled with lots of cakes, lots of presents, and lots of happy memories.
PC birthdays were made for Tracy, dude.
That's the first time I've heard her voice in about 3 weeks. It might even be longer.
Aww. Don't worry, she'll be back yelling at you very soon.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
Shut your face.
You should have had him set it up, Laura.
I wish that was
he
here.
wanted
I
me.
love it.
He
It's
wanted
literally
me
my
to do the
favorite.
Tracy sounds, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not.
Fair enough.
His ears are ringing right now.
All right, let's take a quick ad break and hear from our sponsors, Portkey Vacations.
Man, we need a vacation.
Oh, I got this.
Whoa, that's awesome. But I was thinking something a little more adventurous.
Okay, how about this?
Yes!
And how about some relaxation from Mama?
Oh, perfect. Wait, how did you do that?
Easy. Portkey Vacations.
For your next vacation, let Portkey Vacations take away all the guesswork and stress of planning. From air and hotel to theme park tickets and everything else in between, they've got you covered. Just visit PortkeyVacations.com and touch the Portkey to get started with your free, no-obligation quote request. With just one touch, and Portkey Vacations will magically take you wherever you want to go.
Welcome back. We are back and going to hear a lovely pick a bow from Lianne.
Pick a bow bow. Bow. Pick a bow bow. Bow. Pick a bow bow. Bow, pick a bow bow, baby.
Hello, UUOP. This is Lianne Lassard. I'm joined by my boyfriend Richie, and we just had some bao from Ben the Bao, so we're going to review them. Richie had the kimchi fried chicken, and I had the crab cake, pork belly, and brisket bao. So what did you think about the kimchi?
The kimchi fried chicken was really, really solid. I would give it a 4 out of 5 out of the Ben the Bao restaurant.
So I would give the crab cake probably a 3 out of 5. The flavor was kind of bland. It was mostly just bun too. There wasn't a huge amount of crab in it. The pork belly was really good. That was probably my favorite one. I would give that a 5 out of 5. And then the brisket was also very good. It probably could have been warmer. We came just as it opened, so probably expected just a little bit more to it, so I'll give that one a 4.5 out of 5. But we're really glad we tried it, and this is the end of our vacation, so it was the last thing that we did. So, till next time.
Till next time.
They sounded a lot chirpier than I would have been if that was the last thing I'd done my holiday. Cool.
Right.
We have one more. We've got one more. And that's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's the last one, or we're just waiting for more to come in?
We're waiting for more to come in, but I only currently have one more because we've already... next year's is set up. I don't want to announce it yet until Tracy's back. So
Gotcha.
Any new bows lately?
No, they've never changed the menu since it opened, I don't think.
Which is interesting, though.
Yeah, it is interesting. You'd think that they'd come out with a few more and change it up a little.
Yeah.
Or maybe just at least have one that like rotates every now and then, like the
seasonal.
The pumpkin one. Yeah, they could have done Little Boo's pumpkin bun from last year.
I would love a dessert bow.
Yeah.
A Christmas bow with green and red sprinkles.
A Thanksgiving bow.
Yeah, brown and orange sprinkles.
These are all free, Universal. Take them all.
Free ideas.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, shall we continue talking about food?
Always.
Okay. As Seth mentioned, the Taste of Terror event has been going on, and our social media gatherer, Madeline, visited last week. So it's over to her for a review.
It's the review show, this one, isn't it?
Hey, podcast family. It's Madeline calling in after going to the Taste of Terror event yesterday. This was an add-on event for Halloween Horror Nights. I paid $123 for my ticket, which was discounted after Universal lowered the price and added on an annual pass discount. So it was much cheaper than the original $160 that the event was listed at. I had a great time, thought it was well worth the money. Just to give you an idea of what we did, first we checked in at the soundstage just left of the New York Public Library in Universal Studios. So this was pretty cool. It was an area of the park I hadn't spent much time in previously, so it was nice to see some new areas of the park, get a new angle on Rip Ride Rocket during the daytime. Overall, the event was really organized. They had water waiting for us while we checked in and waited to get into the actual event, so that was really nice. And then they let us in. The entire room was decorated Halloween style. Clearly, a lot of thought went into all of the different booths. It was really well decorated, didn't seem thrown together at all. Seemed like they put a lot of thought into the decoration of the physical room. I went alone, which I do often at theme park events, but I made a lot of new friends. There were large tables set up throughout, so I just sat with a new crew of folks and had a really nice time getting to know some people. And it was all you can eat. So each booth had its own theme. Some of the more notable themes were Chucky, Last of Us, and Stranger Things. There were also some other booths where it was less clear which house they were themed after. Had some different theories going on as far as what they were themed after, but it was very well themed. And I tried everything. I loved the vegan walking taco, which I thought was a really good vegan option. It's made in a Fritos bag, if you've never seen a walking taco before, with vegan meat, sour cream, cheese. So it had a really good flavor, and I think it will be a hit at the event for both vegan and non-vegan folks. I also really loved the chicken Chucky style, which was hot Nashville chicken at the Chucky table, which was awesome. Really good flavor. I'll definitely get that again at the event. I thought it was really delicious and will also be really popular. And then, of course, I tried every dessert. Favorite dessert was the pumpkin dulce de leche puff. It had a really nice fall and pumpkin flavor. I also think the Hellfire mini cake will be a big winner for a lot of people because it has cayenne pepper in it, making it more an interesting dessert offering. And I could definitely taste the pepper. It hit you in the back of the throat for sure. The variety was great, though. I liked all the desserts. They were excellent. I think you can't really go wrong with the sweets this year at HHN if they have all the same ones they had at this event. And lastly, I had every drink. So as you can imagine, I was feeling good after this event. There were a lot of different drink offerings. There was a bar in the middle of the event as well as different food booths. You could get a variety of drinks at the bar, not just the different HHN drinks. So you could really get your bang for your buck if you wanted to. I didn't choose to do that, but if you wanted to get other beer and wine offerings, they had those as well. My favorite drink was the Salt Lake City coffee, which was cold brew, rum, liqueur, bitters. I think that was it. I think this will be really popular. It's unique. It's different. It was at the Last of Us booth, so I'm assuming that's where it'll be at the actual event. It's also in Salt Lake City, which is Last of Us related. So I think that's where it'll be definitely reminiscent of different coffee, alcohol drinks, and it was really tasty. And then just to give you an idea of what was included in the event, I got a photo, a Blinky cup, and a refillable cup as far as swag goes. So, of course, I had to take a Stranger Things 11 pose photo in front of the nice fall arrangement that they had, pumpkins and such. And I know there was a lot of talk about whether this was worth the money. Overall, my opinion, it was worth the money. I paid for my ticket myself. I thought it was really worth the money. And to give it a comparison, I've also gone to the dessert fireworks party at the park down the street and spent just as much money as I did on this event, but in my opinion, received less of a value. So I think this is a great value for the money. If they offered it again next year, I would definitely go back. So thank you so much for having me on UUOP, and I will see you all in the fog.
I'm not going to talk about whether I feel like it's a good value or not because I don't want to be negative this week.
I want to talk about it because I'll be positive.
Go on then.
So if the price, like she said, the price includes 2 cups. So I guess that's like I think she said a Blinky cup and then like a regular refillable cup. That's about $30 right there.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then if I picture like I'm going to have dinner like somewhere at Universal, I feel like that's about a $40 value Like when I go to dinner, it's going to be about that much. And so then it's like, if you consider it's another $40 for like drinks, unlimited alcoholic beverages, by the way. Now, I know, Lee, you probably don't like care about that very much. And I think there was a different price if you weren't drinking alcohol. So I think that all adds up to about what the cost is.
So like Laura was saying, is there was a non-alcoholic one you can do, which I don't know how much that was. But I know I saw a tracker do one. So for somebody like you that doesn't drink, maybe that would be an option. At the 150 price point, it was a no for me. I think at this one, what is it? What did Seth say? 120 now or 115?
Just over 115, didn't he?
Yeah. At 115, and Madeline answering a question I had, which was the bar isn't just the Halloween Horror Nights cocktails, because I could probably do maybe
one of
two
those.
of those. Yeah, it's too sweet. Yeah, like there's only so much sugar Slurpee you can have.
But yeah, it was a full bar, right? With probably beer too.
So
yeah,
that
with beer
alone,
and everything.
I think at 115, I think that's a sweet spot in pricing. I would pay to go at that price, if I'm being honest. The only thing I'd want to see, which I don't think they did, was the same way they do media night, where they have actual scare actors inside of the area while you're tasting all this.
That would be awesome.
If they did that,
yes.
then now it's even exceeding my expectations and value that I'm getting out of there.
Then it's more of a meet and greet, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're always wanting, Michelle? Yeah.
Yes. I'm so sad they didn't do Scare After Dining this year.
It's like a walk around Scare After Dining.
Actually, speaking, before I meant to add this in, so it came out today. I saw a lot on social media that it looks like Mel's Dining's going to be closed throughout Halloween Horror Nights as well this year.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Which is weird. So I don't want to say too much because we haven't officially announced it yet, and I still kind of want to keep it as a secret. But for something we're all doing when we come over in like 9 days or whatever it is, comparing the value of that to this, that makes this look like not that good a deal.
Right.
Do you agree with, like, obviously I'm dangling carrots because no one knows what we're talking about. I mean, Laura does because I mentioned it to her yesterday. But I don't think, when you compare those two, the other thing that we're doing seems a way better value than this.
For the same price,
yes.
Correct.
Do we? Well, I'll ask after.
Chris, you know.
You're going to this.
I know that, but I'm not understanding what you're going at it. Do they include
He's saying
food in
that is
other
a
thing?
better value than this.
Like they're the same price.
No, they don't, but you've got to look at what you're getting for your money. Anyway, let's get off that.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the food at this point, right? I want that Last of Us ravioli. I don't care about the food. I just want the tin.
I want that vegan walking taco, and I'm not even close to vegan, but it sounds amazing.
It's weird
and I love
that
walking tacos.
like everyone's talking about a walking taco like it's a thing. I didn't know what the hell one was when it first got announced.
It's a very popular thing at like high school football games.
It's not a thing over here. I've never heard of it.
I want the Nashville hot popcorn chicken.
Yes.
My thing is like I don't love chorizo, but I like the flavors of it, so I feel like it in a vegan form will be better because it won't be as greasy as chorizo normally is.
I love chorizo, but I can't eat it anymore. I can't eat anything spicy or super greasy anymore.
I really want to try both of those poutines this year as well.
Mm.
And the dulce de leche cream puff thing. Yes.
Oh, God, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to announce the full HHN lineup menu.
Because they haven't really said much of anything right now. There's that peanut butter burger, which I kind of want to try.
I'm going to go ahead and give a little preview. We've hinted about this on Rush of Fear, and I've hinted about it here too, but I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
So Rush of Fear, we are putting together an actual foodie guide and having them printed at a printer, and we'll be selling them for, just recovering our costs of printing and shipping. Very, very cheap, but kind of like the little booklets that you can get at Food and Wine at Disney.
That's cool.
That you can carry around with you. So we've formatted it and put it together, and it's going to be really cool. A cool way to kind of, for all of you foodies out there, to keep up with your, what you've tried and how you rated it, as well as a little ticker of how many times you've gone through each house for those who are repeat offenders at HHN. So it's a really cool project. We're excited to put it out there, but my goodness, we can't do it if they never release the menus.
Yeah.
So we're just jonesing for that announcement.
Well, you look how close it is. As we're recording this, we're like, what, 11 days away from the start of the event? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's really close.
I'm interested to see, because like when we do our RIP tour, obviously we get food, and there's usually like the usual crap. I wonder what Horror Night specific stuff we will get. I expect that Chucky Nashville hot chicken will be there. I think it was there last year. So I'm intrigued to see what stuff we get as part of that this year.
I wonder how much fear people will have after eating that peanut butter smash burger with all that red food down the bun.
Oh, yeah. We watched a friend of ours, the popcorn doctor, he hasn't been on the show for a very long time. He had that Good Guys burger last year. Oh, my God, he was a mess.
Gross.
Yeah.
A mess.
Yeah, this one has a like completely black bun.
A vampire bun, they call it, apparently. I can't wait. Laura, I'm so jealous of you guys right now.
Why?
Because I would love to go to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time again.
Oh, for the first time. Yeah.
Just right.
I was going to say, like, we get to eat. We're going to be there same time. So.
Yeah.
But that first time is just, it's still unforgettable.
And you're lucky as well that you're coming into it kind of the same as me and Tracy did. We'd done nothing like this at all, like ever. There was nothing over here like that. So we hadn't even done any sort of scare attraction. And then to go to something like Horror Nights as your first scare, it will ruin everything else for you.
Yeah.
But
we have learned quite a bit about it so far. I mean, we do have our own podcast, so we've had to talk about it somewhat, and we talked about it with you the other day. I've been listening to Discover Universal to just try to get up on, what they have to share about HHN. I'm trying to learn it all.
It still won't prepare you for what it actually is. Like until you actually walk into Universal Studios Florida and the event starts. You can do all the
research. Pop that cherry.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
true.
don't know.
No. Oh, it's true.
We recorded with Lee for our podcast yesterday, and one of the things he asked my son, who is 16, is, well, have you done any haunted houses anywhere? And basically the answer is no.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that we do
It's
as a
awesome.
family at all. And it's pretty much because Brian and Tayan are terrified of stuff like that. Tayan's not even going, but he has a scheduling conflict, but I don't know if he would go.
I cannot wait to walk behind you guys in a house.
Oh, yes.
We're
I
all
claim
going to be
Laura.
behind you. You guys will be in the front.
I want to be between Laura and Brian.
Well, you'll have to fight me for it.
Nothing's coming between us, Michelle.
That's what she said.
What? You don't want to hold on to the one that's more scared than you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I think that
I
would
need
be
to go-
better for us.
I need to go in the front, though, because if I go behind Brian, he's like way big enough that I can hide my whole face between his shoulders. So I need to try to avoid that.
But let me tell you my theory. So, and I've learned this from my years of going when I was scared. If you're scared to go, you don't want to be behind somebody, especially somebody who's also scared, because you know what? When they get scared, they freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one that is when it comes to fight or flight, I'm a flight. So I don't want to just stand there and let the scary thing be right in my face for even longer. I want to be scared and then go.
Do you go backwards or do you go forward?
Michelle, you are not a fight or flight. You are a swearer.
go.
You shout swear words loudly in people's
I
ear.
scream and then I go. I don't just scream and then just like stop. I'm like, get me the hell out of here.
You need space in front of you to run.
Yeah, so I've got to be with somebody in front of me who either isn't scared at all or nobody in front of me so that I can just go.
I think Brian will be a swearer. I expect to hear lots of expletives from Brian.
Let's just hope he's not a puncher. He's not a puncher.
Well,
right?
we had that
Laura?
conversation yesterday,
He's
actually.
never punched anybody in the past.
Okay, good.
He's also never been into a haunted house. so
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're in new territory here.
It's funny that
Totally new.
that topic of conversation actually came up on their podcast yesterday. That's quite interesting.
What, punching people?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was nervous because Brian said, what if you kick a character?
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, you better not.
Yeah.
You get kicked
Leave
out
hold
of
of
the
it. You
event.
completely
Basically.
kicked out.
Kicked out, and it's not uncommon because people will
Yeah.
get
I said exactly
like
that.
just scared and just an instant reaction.
Yeah.
It's not like I want
Yeah.
to fight you. It's uh-oh.
But you get the
Yep, they
drunken
have
hordes as
cameras
well.
all throughout, and the security will be waiting for you when you
Yeah.
come out of the house.
Well, it would be totally out of character for Brian, so hopefully it won't happen.
That's great. I can't wait. Shall we talk about Stay and Scream?
Might as well.
All right. Well, Lee, I'm going to let you kick that off because you know more about these locations that are this year. And where did that information even come from, to be honest with you?
So it's been posted all over social media. It's weird how social media seems to get hold of these things and Universal announces nothing. But I think looking at the... Because we still haven't even had an official map at this point, which is bizarre. But if you go off the spec map and then look at these where the houses that they're talking about, it kind of makes sense, to be fair. So obviously the two that you're going to do that won't let out into any houses, first off, hotel guests will get in through like the old Blue Man Group areas, so you'll get held at those gates there, unless, like last year, where my 2 children went through there and they got told you can either wait here till the gates open, or you can go through Hellblock Horror and go into Stay and Scream, and they were like, what? So they got to go through Hellblock Horror at 5 o'clock with all the scare actors in, and then go into New York for Stay and Scream. So I don't know whether that's normally a thing, but that is amazing.
You were so mad at that.
Oh, wow. What the hell?
Not knowing that information got you so riled up.
Because how do we not even know that that's a thing? I've never heard anybody talk about it.
I've never heard of that either.
No.
Never. I don't think they've ever done that.
Devastated.
Yeah.
Because I've stayed at that. I mean, I've done that hotel guest entry before.
Yeah, you did in 2019.
I did it back. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Back when you left me.
Yes, all right. I was hoping it wasn't going to get brought up. It wasn't my fault. Anyway, and then also the Today Cafe area. So if you want to see the opening ceremony, that's where that'll be. So it's a good place to get something to eat if you're not bothered about getting into houses first. But that's not neither of those areas I'd be bothered about.
Yeah, we did the Today Cafe.
Last year.
Was it last year?
Anyway,
were you there in 2021, Michelle?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It was not my favorite.
No.
It really wasn't. Although we did it so that we could see the opening ceremony, but from that side view where we had to stand, it wasn't a very good view.
Because it's all set up for people at the front gates.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you stay to see the opening ceremony, then you've missed your opportunity to go and enter one of the houses early because the crowd has already come through. So
it defeats the purpose.
It's a pointless Stay and Scream area, really.
It really is.
Yeah.
Seems like that's kind of the point of the opening ceremony, maybe, is to keep people from hurrying through, like to slow them down as they're coming in.
That's why they put characters at the front of the park when they open on a morning. It's a speed bump for people going to the attractions. Same thing.
Yeah, but this year there's actually an actual scare zone right there at the entrance. So
So there is another Stay and Scream location at the New York Delancey Street area, and it will give you access to go to Stranger Things or The Exorcist Believer or Dueling Dragons.
Guess where the most popular Stay and Scream area is going to be this year?
That one always is.
It is. But with Stranger Things being there, it's going to be rammed.
And Dueling Dragons. I mean, all of the, hardcore HHN fans are jonesing to go to that Dueling Dragons house.
Yeah,
so when we're there,
be more flooded with Stranger Things, like all the
without
people
a doubt
who don't normally do horror nights.
All the children will be there.
When we're there on the Saturday night, we'll be doing Stay and Scream and deciding. Zine and his friend Maddie will decide which one they want to go to. So maybe it'll be this one. I don't know if Stranger Things will be at the top of their list or not.
Yeah, we did an episode all on Stay and Scream, the entire episode at Rush of Fear, and the back and forth about New York is, yes, it's very popular because that's where usually some of the more popular houses are. However, there's not a ton of space to be comfortable while you wait.
You've got the food booths there as well, though, so that's a big draw.
Yeah.
Because we did
but
a lot
then
of
once
the food.
they start allowing you to line up, so they set out different, lines for depending on which house you want to go into. And if you want to get into those lines early, then you're outside just standing in the heat or weather.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So it's not my favorite option.
It's not ours, but it's the one we tend to do for some reason.
Because you like to follow the crowds?
Maybe, I don't know.
You like to go where the people are.
It sounds like it has some of the most popular houses in that area, at least
it usually does.
This time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It usually does.
Well, there's another Stay and Scream over at San Francisco, Richter Burgers Company, and that area will give you early access to Chucky Ultimate Kill Count.
So that tells me that's going where the Blumhouse house was last year then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think so. And surprisingly, so I didn't even know this was a Stay and Scream area last year. I don't usually do Stay and Scream. But Maddie over at Rush of Fear, this is her favorite Stay and Scream. Not so much for the house, but just for the comfort that it provides. Lots of seating inside Richter's, lots of AC, and they also have that whole bar area up on the dock.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're really building that out this year for the Peacock. The Peacock bar. Yeah. So.
And what's his face? David S. Pumpkins, right?
Is that where he's going to be? That's weird. This again. So you talk about where this information come from. Universal haven't put that information out there, but everyone's talking about it.
I forgot where on social, but I've seen multiple sources.
Yeah, but Universal.
Well, I know it's going to be a meet and greet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you are right. Wow. Like when we were walking by there, there was a lot of structures being built all around there. Yep. So yeah.
Yep.
I definitely want to see Mr. S. Pumpkins. There's no doubt about that. I'm actually kind of excited that we're going to have a whole evening where I guess we're not going to go through any houses.
It's actually
so
a really good idea.
Everything else.
Yeah, it is a really good idea actually splitting it that way. I would never do it because I can't, but yeah, I get it.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea, Laura, because on RIP nights, you don't tend to, at least not with us, you don't tend to spend a lot of time in the scare zones.
Anywhere but inside houses.
Yeah. RIPs for us are very house heavy. So it is nice. Like I like having multiple nights to be able to go and not worry about the houses so much and just enjoy the atmosphere. So that's really not a bad idea.
The thing is, if you're doing an RIP tour and you're not doing houses, then you are doing it wrong. I know that's what we're like, oh, what you talk about, but it's, you can do the rest of it at any point, at any time. The benefit, the biggest benefit of an RIP tour is being able to get back of house, like into those, like not having to stand in line at all. That's the benefit.
Just to play devil's advocate, though, if that's your only night going, I'd want to spend at least a few minutes in each zone.
Yeah, fair enough.
For sure.
Well, you're gonna walk through them to a certain extent.
I mean, yeah, but at the cost of the RIP tours, that VIP access to the houses, like that's what you're paying for. Yeah. And not just skipping the lines themselves, but skipping the because a lot of the houses, and you will find this out, Laura, you walk all the way back to a house, you go through the house, you walk out, and then you have to turn around and walk all the way back again.
Yeah.
When you're on an RIP tour, you skip all that. You literally
and those lines
from house to house to house backstage.
Yeah. Right. And unlike the rides, those lines for the houses aren't like amazing. They're just lines. Yeah. Right. So I don't have to worry about missing them.
Yeah.
A Horror Nights house, like a Horror Nights night is a hard time. Like if you're going like without Express or without an RIP tour, it is a rough night on your feet and body.
Yep, because you're literally standing all night. It's not like a ride, like a daytime where you get on a ride at some point.
I mean, you can.
Nope.
So what we're doing is, like you said, we have the RIP tour for Sunday night, and then Brian and I are going Saturday night. So really, we got a rush. Is it called a Rush of Fear? Pass. Yeah. We got that pass because those 2 nights were more expensive alone than the whole month of September. Yeah. So we got the Rush of Fear for Brian and I just for those 2 nights.
To piggyback off what Michelle was saying as well, for you guys on Saturday, honestly, grab a drink, sit down somewhere in a scare zone, and just enjoy the entertainment of them scaring other people.
I would love to do that.
Alexa and I do that sometimes for like an hour.
It's so fun.
I would love to.
It's awesome.
But I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it, but I would love to.
Well, maybe you can this year. It really is fun.
We've got less days this year than we had last year, and I didn't do it last year, so...
Oh, that FOMO's going to kick in.
We did 5 nights last year, and we're only doing 4 this time. For us, like
sitting around, getting something to eat or drink, and sitting around and watching everything is one of our favorite things to do at the parks.
That is very much
unlikely. Like we're not always like constantly moving. Like I get that, but
you get to go way more than we do, and that's the difference.
Yeah, we don't live so far away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about the last scare zone. This is one that I've also experienced.
The Last of Us
not scare zone. Stay and Scream. Sorry.
Stay and Scream. You got me. Yeah.
We were talking about scare zones with Laura. So, but this one is one that I have done before.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. So this is Springfield. This will give you early access this year to The Last of Us and Universal Monsters Unmasked.
To me, this is probably the best. I nearly said scare zone again there. The best Stay and Scream, because you've got Duff Gardens if you want to get a drink. You've got Fast Food Boulevard there to get something to eat. And 2 of, I think, probably the 2 most, in the top 4 most popular houses this year, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these houses are going to be pretty popular.
Yeah.
For sure. And although the time that I did it, for some reason, we were not allowed over to Fast Food Boulevard. I don't know what the deal was there, but so we were sweltering over at Duff Gardens in the sun because all the shady spots were taken. So not my greatest experience. However, I like being able to have early access to the back of the park, because after you've done your Stay and Scream house, you can immediately hit at least 2 or 3 other houses back there, because the crowds haven't made their way back there yet. So you really can hit 3 or 4 houses within that first hour, which is especially important if you don't have express passes.
Yeah.
Dumb question. Did they get rid of the Finnegan's holding area?
That's Delancey Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
so, okay. So that's
New York, yeah.
So you can, if you have a reservation, do the Finnegan's thing,
As far as I'm
No,
aware.
no reservations during that time.
Oh, okay.
Just get there early.
Yeah.
The latest reservation, and I tried to do this myself, but the latest reservation available is 2:45,
Okay.
which is a little too early to be sitting there that long.
Yeah.
I can drink for 3 hours.
But if you get there at the right time and you walk up, they do take people if there's availability, but you just have to kind of get there at the right time and hope there's a table available. So
Cool.
Lee, you got some news for us?
So it's been a nightmare. We talked about doing a mini meetup this year, and I think I've said to a few people, Tracy and I, we have not got a single night free the entire time we're over. So trying to figure something out wasn't happening. So we've decided, kind of, that we're going to do a mini meetup for anybody who's going to opening night. At Halloween Horror Nights, we will be in the Springfield Stay and Scream area, because I need to see The Last of Us straight away. So we'll be congregated over at Springfield at some point. We'll post something more on the Facebook and stuff when we get close to the time of like where we'll be and specifically whatever. But that's unfortunately just timing wise, we couldn't do an actual meetup somewhere like we did like at Strongwater last time. It's just not going to happen. So we wanted to do something. So I know it's kind of leaving people out who won't be at Horror Nights, but get, you know, if you see us about, we're all going to be there. If you see us, come say hi. That's not an issue. But as far as organising something outside of Horror Nights, it just wasn't going to happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will be staying at Sapphire, so you know you'll find me at Strongwater at some point.
And Chris.
Strong what? What is that?
I was hoping Chris would be there.
I'll be saving a seat for you. I'll save a seat for you.
But he's not coming in on Thursday, so bummer.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I'm just wondering, does, like I said, I got the Rush of Fear pass. Does that include Friday, that first Friday?
Yes.
I feel like
Sure
it doesn't.
does.
It does.
Yep.
Well, that's very interesting because we'll be arriving very late on Friday.
And the beauty
What's
But
about
we
very
weren't planning
late.
on going because I
Open
was
till
just
2
thinking we
a.m.
couldn't go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Why don't you join us?
Interesting.
Can you
All right.
can you arrive a little bit earlier?
We can because we're driving in our very own vehicle.
You know,
Look at
that one that
Just-
drives them there, the 1%
Put
car.
the Tesla a little faster. Yeah.
Yeah. You just leave a little earlier.
Yeah, we will be there. So
it's like
come find
what
us.
It's like what I like to call a wait a second, I've got a time machine moment.
Mm.
Like I can turn this back.
Exactly.
By the way,
So come find us at Simpsons Springfield Stay and Scream on opening night.
Yeah.
Now, of course, just so everybody's aware, once the event actually starts, that will be, of course, our media coverage night. Not that we're invited as media, but you know, because we cover this event for the podcast, both UUOP and Rush of Fear will be having to do lots of recording and special things to gather content for everybody. We won't necessarily be able to hang out the whole night because we will be quote unquote working, but during Stay and Scream, we are all yours. We would love to hang out. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So that is the end of the podcast, which means it's time for a Universal Is. And this one comes from our special guest host, Laura. So, Laura, it's over to you.
Universal is where stories live. Yep.
All right. See you soon in the fog.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at portkeyvacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, Call Off the Marines, we're coming home.